welcome to Half the Battle.
Last week, we ended up knee-deep in the toxic sludge, also known as the Deke cartoon.
And I'm sure you're all eager for a second helping of Deke. No, that joke will never get old.
Blame them for naming their animation company like an open invitation for infantile humor. We start off with a recap of the last episode. And well, just listen to this opening narration.
In our last episode, a con artist industrialist had a cobra-induced accident and was transformed into Cesspool. Twisted by hatred, Cesspool takes on the world. And after capturing Flint, he joins forces with his logical ally Cobra at Cobra's secret base inside a dormant volcano. For his part, Cobra Commander has been hijacking the world's food supplies to create world hunger, and more importantly, high prices for his stolen food. What he doesn't realize is that his new partner doesn't care about profits anymore. All he wants is to make the world as desolate as his own twisted soul.
I mean, goddamn! I've seen coma patients act more alive than this. Did they shoot up the voice actor with horse tranquilizers before putting him in front of the mic?
Granted, if I had to work on the G.I. Joe Deke cartoon, I'd probably need some drugs too.
But holy hell, he's supposed to be recapping an action-packed show, not giving the eulogy for the world's most boring man.
And now we begin today's episode.
I'm so excited.
The Joes are attacking Cesspool's junkyard. I guess that between episodes, Clean Sweep got back and told them about it.
Yo, Joe!
Really, these big-ass tanks get blown up by a single shot from a handgun. Are they made out of cardboard doused in gasoline or something? Meanwhile, Clean Sweep has found a solution.
I've just come up with a neutralizing agent that looks like it's going to turn Cesspool's toxic sludge into fertilizer.
In that case, fertilize your way over here as quick as you can.
What?
Fertilize your way over here as quick as you can.
I'm pretty sure Hawk just told him to defecate his way over there.
In a scene very similar to the one in the greenhouse effect from Sunbow, they load the stuff on helicopters to dump on the sludge. During the battle, this happens.
Oh no! I hit the main reservoir of sludge!
And I'm pretty sure this battle has given them all cancer. Also, I should point out, both Bullhorn and Ozone here have gas masks they are not using. They so deserve to lose. Seriously, this fight should have killed everybody not wearing hazard suits. Clean Sweep arrives just in time, and they blow up the canisters, saving the day. The bad guys admit they've lost by way of terrible voice acting.
The green marks down my sludge cannon. Let's get out of here!
Despite this setback, Cesspool continues his pollution assault on the world, making food scarcer and scarcer. Since the Joes have no idea where Cobra's hidden base is,
how could they have built that thing without our satellites picking it up?
It's up to Flint to escape and inform them of his location. Searching for a radio, he overhears Cesspool's real plan.
Amazing how that fool Cobra Commander thinks we're creating all this wonderful pollution. All so we can charge him off our loaf of bread. These are the bombs you are to plant deep inside the volcano. The first two explosions will trigger the volcano's molten inner core. Then, the final explosion will send the waters of the ocean plunging into the volcano's erupting core. causing the entire volcano to explode.
Carrying sludge polluted grain into the Earth's atmosphere, from which it will rain down on every country in the world.
And destroy the world's food supply.
He wants to destroy the world. How original.
Off-screen, Flint captures these two and warns G.I. Joe headquarters, telling them about Cesspool's plan. He is captured and brought before Cobra Commander. He tries to warn him about the double cross.
Cobra Commander, you've got to listen to me. Your new partner is getting ready to double-cross you and everyone else who lives on the planet Earth.
Surprise, surprise, he doesn't believe him.
And I have to admit, if I was given a warning in that monotone, disinterested voice, I'd have trouble taking it serious too.
On the other hand, the commander could have asked his Crimson Guards, who clearly heard Flint telling the Joes about the plan. One of the bombs goes off, so the deception is finally over.
Cesspool, the new batch of sludge is finished. Enough to coat the entire Earth with a fine dust of toxic disaster.
I told you, Commander, your so-called partner wants to destroy the Earth.
What is going on? I want to rule the world, not destroy it.
It's a sad, sad day when Cobra friggin' Commander is the sane one in a G.I. Joe cartoon. I guess that means it's about time the cavalry arrived. The Joes sent down gliders with the anti-sludge stuff. While the Joes head for the sludge, Flint goes to try and disarm the last bomb. They manage to convert all the sludge into fertilizer, but Flint is stopped by lava. The cartoon switches between scenes a couple of times here, causing two Vipers to appear behind Flint, then disappear in the next shot.
Wow, just wow.
And no, they never show up again. The final bomb goes off, so everybody has to get the hell out of there. For some reason, Cobra Commander takes Cesspool with him.
Dude, he's your enemy at this point. Leave him the hell behind.
Anyway, Flint makes it back to the gliders.
Hey, forgive my asking, but these things are gliders. They fly down, not up. So how are we going to get out of here?
Good point.
Before each new lava eruption, there's an updraft of hot air. Okay, here's our chance. So let's take it. Yo, Joe!
I'm actually impressed. The riders, probably forced to put in the glider toys, saw a plot hole and filled it. Good for them.
I'm gonna crap all over it by mentioning that the air would be superheated, thus killing them all, but, you know, A for effort.
And so everybody makes it out alive as the volcano explodes, releasing a cloud of fertilizer all over the world.
Okay, guys. These pictures are from India, 3 days after the volcano exploded. Then, after the first rains a few days later, you can see they've already got sprouts.
Damn, that volcano makes the that Icelandic outburst from a few years ago look like a wet fart. And the episode ends with, of course, an environmental message, which was the point of the whole two-parter.
I agree with you there, Major. Pollution's a bigger problem than Cesspool and his sludge vipers, but our planet Earth can provide for all of its people, as long as all of us work together to take care of our home.
So, that was the Sludge Factor.
And goddamn, where do I even begin?
Well, let's start with the ending, since it's still fresh in our minds. I'm not gonna go on about how a volcanic eruption capable of spreading fertilizer all over the planet would also seriously screw up said planet. Hell, when that Iceland eruption happened, all transatlantic air traffic ground to a halt.
I don't care, because there's an even bigger plot hole. The human race is completely screwed.
By this cartoon's own logic, Cesspool had already caused grave food shortages throughout the world. Meanwhile, Cobra had stolen, in their own words, enough food to feed the world. The problem is that when the volcano erupted, all of Cobra's food stocks were destroyed. So there's a massive, massive food shortage on Earth. And it took 3 days just to get sprouts in India. By all logic, the world would have devolved into a post-apocalyptic horror by now.
Here's a famous philosopher explaining it.
They say that any society is 3 meals away from revolution. Deprive a culture of food for 3 meals and you'll have anarchy. And it's true, isn't it?
So yeah, at this point, it should be less G.I. Joe and more Mad Max out there.
Putting aside the plot, the worst thing by far in this episode is the voice acting.
Twisted by hatred, Cesspool takes on the world.
This is the worst voice work I've ever seen in a G.I. Joe cartoon, and if it wasn't for some anime dubs, the worst ever. With the exception of Chris Latta, who does a great job as Cobra Commander, as always, the cast freaking sucked. Now, this was an episode with a message, of course. Recycle! Be kind to the environment! Don't pollute! Invest in walkway safety measures if you're gonna be standing over a pit of toxic sludge. Now, this is a fine thing to do, lots of TV shows did this. It's good to remind kids to recycle and save the environment and all that crap.
But that's not really what they're doing here, now is it?
Yeah, the cartoon here isn't saying, "Hey kids, save the planet." No. This is Hasbro saying, "Hey kids, buy these new toys. They're like Captain Planet. Only no superheroes, so much lamer. Help the environment by buying these non-degradable pieces of plastic." Yeah, this is Hasbro just jumping on the more popular environmental bandwagon, hoping to make a few bucks. It's almost disgusting. If you want to see this done better, track down the Transformers cartoon episode, The Golden Lagoon. Overall, the plot is full of holes, the voice acting is worse than Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey, yes, that's a thing that actually happened, and the environmental message is clumsy and hypocritical at best, and an insulting money grab at worst.
It really is one of the worst G.I. Joe cartoons I've ever watched.
Say what you will about G.I. Joe the movie, and I have, but at least it had some great animation and a killer opening. This piece of crap is, ironically enough, the toxic sludge of cartoons.
See you next time, everybody.